Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Just off the outside edge, and we're underway here in Philly.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Right through there for a strike.
Nope, outside.
That one 95 to finish him off. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Mookie Betts. That just misses, and it's 1-0.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Fought off foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7.
Oh, and a nice sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Take a look at the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Tommy Edman in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And that one fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Harper takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball one, no strikes. Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one almost got him.
2-2, count. The count's full.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Trey Turner at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. And a breaking ball misses outside. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that is a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it's gone. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Bryce Harper now at the plate. Back to the mound, he's got it. Harper retired.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Alec Bohm in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. all set for the start of the inning.
Dodgers,
Now here
right
is
fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Luzardo measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one not close. 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first, and Hernandez is out. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Will Smith, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Kike Hernandez. That one's in there, 0-1.
Too high. Ball.
Just
Outside, that's the ball.
missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler.
Kepler.
Yamamoto back to work. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Fastball high and tight right there. A scary combo. I'll tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved. I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
JT Real Muto now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
That one's upstairs, ball one. And he grounds one to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
This is Bryson Stott. Off the mark there. Ball one. Two on, one out. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gonna count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 2 left on. We plate 2 full. It's the Phillies 1 and the Dodgers nothing. On to the 3rd inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
That misses. 1-0.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next offering upstairs. There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Upstairs.
3-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Misses inside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. Up and in, and that's ball 1. There's a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 1-0. And we're back.
Leading up
Kyle
for the
Schwarber will
Phillies,
come up.
the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here.
Number
Pretty
7.
simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Turner now. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce
2 down, base is empty. Bryce Harper getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. On the ground, right side. Edman to first. Harper retired. That ends the frame. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. And a pitch. just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ripped to right, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Luzardo keeping an eye on him. Now the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Marsh sizes this one up, makes the grab, and there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman,
Tommy Edman at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch misses. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Marsh quickly gets it back in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out his first time up. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
1
there.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Philadelphia,
for the
John
Phillies,
Sciambi and Chris
the third
Singleton with
baseman,
you.
Alec
And leading off the bottom of the 4th,
Bohm.
Alec Bohm. Foul ball there.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. Throws to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Now batting Max Kepler. Doubled his first time. Misses inside, and that's ball one.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
That one at 95, missed up top. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it?
Right
I mean, sometimes
fielder,
it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That clips a corner.
0-1.
And a base hit into right. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now it is JT Realmuto. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Nope. That's inside.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Got it. Nice grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. And that's in there at the knees. Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 33 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Inside, and it's 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swings here and blasts one left field. Gone. He'll touch them all. His 2nd home run of the series, and we're level. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Michael Conforto went down on strikes his first time through. To the right side. Stop. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Here's the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. Struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one hooked foul. That one the other way, makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Andy Pajes will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that one missing low. And there's a ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Shohei Ohtani waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Out to short. Base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Pajes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Right side, hard hit. Stott over to first in time. And that'll do it. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. All even now at 1-1. You're dialed into the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's in there. 0-1.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
So that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball 2.
Well, Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the
2
zone.
balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Up the middle. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle
So the lineup
Schwarber.
flips over. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Well, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down and in. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hernandez should have this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Mookie to hit.
The shortstop.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Just missed.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The shortstop takes the ball.
That's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot. Hitter
second
didn't offer at it.
Tommy
Now he has somebody to worry about
Este.
over at first.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jesus Luzardo won't go any further, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Phillies.
bullpen for the Phillies, Christopher
61.
Sanchez. He has a
Christopher
great slider with tons of movement.
Sanchez.
Go ahead run on base. And here comes Tommy Edman. To second, there's one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The batter, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Right down to shoot. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. A changeup missing. And a count 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
That one drilled left field. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
Now
feel
batting.
any vibration in your
Will
hands whatsoever.
Smith.
Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to take the lead.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kike
Here's
Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses. 1-0. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Hard hit to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. Yamamoto back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Kirby Yates preparing to come on if needed. Garcia warming up as well.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage
first
counts where
baseman, number
batting
3,
averages are just so
Ryan
much higher. Nice job of driving that
Harper.
pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Yamamoto keeping him close.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Harper in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Bryce swings and drives one deep to right. That's well hit. And that one hops the wall. Flying around third is Turner. The relay, he'll score easily. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
to the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
Number 49.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Trinan.
And here comes Alec Boehm. And a foul ball. Harper leads off second with nobody out. Swinging a foul out of play. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Man at second. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right field. Corrals it. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Outside. And another ball. Little chopper rolls foul. Swinging a foul straight back. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Bryce Harper with the run-scoring double for the Phillies. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Phillies.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kirkery.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Conforto.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Ball 1, no strike.
close one doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one fouled off. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Paz stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Banda.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's JT Real Muto.
Phillies,
this is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Hard hit, right side. Hernandez takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That misses, and the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
The other way, Rojas. 2 up, 2 down.
Center fielder, number 16, Brandon.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Marsh digs in now. Out towards right center field. Pajes on the move. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tanner Banks.
These
Now
are the spots
pitching for the
relievers
Phillies,
really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
Tanner.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for
Back
Los
to the
Angeles,
top of the order now.
hitter,
Now it's the
Shohei
Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer, is getting loose. Ruiz also throwing. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Outside low. The count now 2-2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And downstairs, Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Betts in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is outside. Oh, look at the stop. Onto the pitcher, and they get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down,
Now
make the
batting,
pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
bat,
Really nice
the
job
right
staying
fielder,
up the middle with his
Teoscar
approach. He didn't try to do
Hernandez.
too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Tanner Banks departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to their closer, Jordan Romano.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 68, Jordan Romano.
2 outs, runner at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first offering is not close.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
That's off the mark. And now 2-0.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Edman off of first with 2 away. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for LA. They're down 2-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. There's a strike. Bonda measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And ball 1. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. That's a little bit low.
2-2 to count.
And they'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance.
The batter, number 7.
He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Turner stands in now and watches strike 1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One out, runner at second. Bryce Harper to the plate, the first overall pick back in 2010. Dives, and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And now they have runners at the corners.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand. Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Harper makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Batting third.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Tommy Edman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2 out, space is empty. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time, and they get Edman for the out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And delivers outside.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
Trey Turner in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One out, base is empty. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 1-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Now 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And that one missing low. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's the ball. That's a walk.
Nope.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting fifth, the
Max
left
Kepler at the plate.
Kepler.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball right side. Hernandez over to first in time. That's the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Top of the second. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Luzardo back to work. There's a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Gabe Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving.
Outside.
Out.
Now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 down. Fought off foul. No score here in the second. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, digging for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Kike Hernandez. Outside corner, there's a strike. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And here is Michael Conforto.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Spits the plate. That's strike one. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos.
It's great watching Yamamoto pitch in Major League Baseball, but he played against MLB talent before he signed with the Dodgers. He was a standout at the Tokyo Olympics and in the 2023 World Baseball Classic and helped Japan win gold medals in both.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here comes Real Muto. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Oh, you know, it's going to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
This is Bryson Stott. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The pitch. Line drive. And there's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
On the ground to third. A dive. Nice stop. Pretty nice play there. One left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Philadelphia, Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Miguel Rojas.
Luzardo, a 6-foot lefty, 220 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And that one clips the corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now Andy Pajes. Top of the third, no score. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Slider misses outside. Late on that fastball.
2-2 is down.
Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He popped out his first time. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. In the air to left center. Kepler sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third. Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
Schwarber.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
Next pitch misses outside. And 1-1.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Trey Turner. Struck out swinging his first time. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
One down, base is empty.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Fouled off left side. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning,
The
but
first
no trouble so
baseman,
far.
number 3.
I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Harper in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one for strike 2.
One
Well,
ball.
he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
On the ground right side, into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now it's a cleanup hitter for the Phillies. Alec Bohm, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that is out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Edman under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
Los Angeles,
John Shambi
the
with Chris
shortstop,
Singleton,
Mookie
and set to lead off the
Betts.
4th, Mookie Betts. And Mookie takes.
You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a
the
glove,
second
but you will get some
Tommy
high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Edman batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Harper tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. On the corner for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Missed with a changeup. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
4th inning underway. No score. To third. Oh, nice play from his backside, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Back at Citizens Bank
Leading
Park.
up for
Bottom
the
4.
Phillies,
Now the left
the
fielder,
left fielder,
Max Kepler.
Kepler.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
On the ground to the left. On to Hernandez. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that one upstairs. Next offering is down low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
In there at the knees. Slapped foul. Struck him out looking.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
Catcher,
That's 7 strikeouts already. So he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Here's JT Realmuto. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Way high.
1-0.
And strike one to the catcher.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. And he's already singled in this game. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was
Now
ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, but base hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Laser, base hit. Here comes Realmuto around third. He's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Blake Trinan up and throwing. Bonda also getting ready. First and second, 2 down. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here, Citizens
Lead
Bank
off for the
Park.
Dodgers,
Ready
the
now for the
catcher,
fifth inning.
Will
Here's the catcher,
Smith.
Will Smith. Luzardo back to work. That one ripped. Way back there. And forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, his second of the year, and we are starting over. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Kike Hernandez at the plate.
You know, these Dodgers
Ball
just
one,
haven't
no
produced
strike.
as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but one or two pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And it skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Grounded out his first time. That one drifts inside. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Boom. Sizes this one up. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch in foul ground.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He swings and fouls one off. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Trey Turner.
Turner.
The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Phils looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Runners left on base really comes down to timing. Can you put together your best at bats in the most important moments? That's a difference maker. They've stranded a lot of runners on base in this game.
Ripped on the ground to second. Edmonds slings to first. Turner is out.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Late swing, foul to the left. Just missed.
Ball 1.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's down and in. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Boom.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. Inside, just missed.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And it remains 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. All set for the top of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Pages, 24 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got it. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the mound. So the batting order turns over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. Now fly ball to right center. Castellanos gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground, right side, stop. 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied 1-1. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Blake Treinen.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake Treinen.
So digging in,
Leading
Max
up for the
Kepler.
Phillies,
He's grounded
the
out a
left
couple of
fielder,
times.
Max Kepler.
Fastball almost got him there. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia getting cranked up as well. And a foul ball. And that one in there and gets Kepler. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8.
Now it's the right
Nick
fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
That clips the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits,
Now
the
batting,
advantages of
catcher,
relievers who can
JT.
come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Real Muto in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And a swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Next pitch way upstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. Back here in
Leading off for Los
Philadelphia,
Angeles,
new inning
the
getting
second
started.
baseman,
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And Edman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. There's a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Makes the catch. One up, one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And here is Teoscar Hernandez.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And a swing and a miss. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Orion Kerkering getting ready to go. Ruiz warming up as well. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first, and foul ball. High fly ball out to center field. Marsh on the move. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher
Will Smith to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
On the ground to third, and it stays fair. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's Kike Hernandez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hernandez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back according to Ricky Holiday. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kirby Yates.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now, Bryson Stott. He's
Phillies,
2 for 2.
the second baseman.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Fielder number 16, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
That one to first. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number
next
2.
For the Phillies, the designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Into the outfield, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner at first with 2 away. Trey Turner now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch, and he just misses. Foul ball there. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kirkering.
Now pitching for the Phillies,
Michael Conforto will climb
number
in.
50, Orion Kirkering.
That's a strike. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer of the staff, is throwing. And fouled off. Ball 1 there. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Freddie Freeman.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
First pitch misses. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And now here is Andy Pajes.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Ohtani, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was different.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He sends it out of here. 3rd home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 3-1. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Mookie Betts now. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
So a man at first. And next for L.A., Tommy Edman. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just a wasted pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
2 outs. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Luis Garcia.
For the Dodgers.
3-4-5 due
Number
up for the home
57.
team. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
Garcia. This change for the Dodgers. Now playing third base. Number
There's
3.
a strike.
Chris.
Action in the
Taylor.
pen down there. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that
Now
slider.
batting,
Good two-strike
third
pitch
baseman,
right there.
Allen.
At worst case scenario, it's
Whoa.
weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Stepping in, Alec Bohm. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers up by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
One down, base is empty. And downstairs.
I don't know how you take that one after
ball,
the
two
called
strikes,
strike
yeah.
on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Bohm around second, headed for third, and it gets by him. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Castellanos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they get 1 run. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Ruiz.
Now pitching
This is
for
his
the
3rd
Phillies.
time out this year.
Number 66.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar
Jose
Hernandez. 0 for 3,
Ruiz.
a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ruiz, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch is downstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Banks getting loose out there. Sanchez also throwing. Late that time, it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Smith, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. He goes down looking. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Strike one to Kike Hernandez. And a foul ball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Hit in the air, right field. Dives, but kicks off his glove. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Number 66.
And up to the plate is GT Realmuto. First pitch, just misses. One-run game, bottom nine. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's ball two.
And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. This one popped up. Hernandez sizing this one up. And there's one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Stop in the box now. Take strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, Phillies down a run. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And now 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Pinch hitter coming on. Edmundo Sosa.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Just missed. And that one fouled off. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Just missed. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Now
about.
back, the designated
Next
hitter,
is the designated
Kyle
hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber.
Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance.
3 strikeouts for him already, but that would be forgotten if he can get to the plate and make a difference right here.
And there's the automatic. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
On a line. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around third. He'll score, and the Phillies tie the game.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Trying to send this extra innings. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Winning run at third. 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. We're tied now at 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on. So remaining in the game defensively, Edmundo Sosa.
This change for the Phillies.
Runner in scoring position,
Now
no
playing
outs.
center field.
Michael Conforto
Number
steps to the plate
33.
for the Dodgers.
Edmundo
Ruiz back to
Sosa.
work. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Next pitch misses way outside. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Tapped softly on the ground. Harper steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Chris Taylor up to bat next, lays off for a ball.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Kepler turns to the right on the move. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. 4-3, they take the lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And there's a foul ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Right through there for a strike. Moving into bullpen, Tanner Banks appears to be getting loose. Sanchez, the power lefty, up as well. Just misses with that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And that skips in the dirt. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of the 10th. Stays alive. Outside low, and that's ball 3. Shohei Ohtani would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
2 down, nobody on. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Stop. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors.
Now pitching for
Back
the
here in
Dodgers.
extras, and a new pitcher on the
Number
mound in the
43,
bottom half of the inning, Anthony Banda.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So,
well, 1-run game, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
There's a strike, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Back there. Out of here. Ball game. Bryce Harper blacks one out the opposite way. And the Phillies walk it off in extra innings.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Close one here today.